Good morning. It is Monday, August 1st. 5:44 a.m. and it is time to get on the road. Jason and I are getting ready to head south. Hopefully there's not going to be too much rain, but I get the feeling that there's going to be a lot of rain. Pack is all packed and ready to go. We'll see how ready my body is for this one. How we doing? Well, Jason, Sandalwood, and I just made the 6-hour drive down here to the Smoky Mountains. We decided last minute, well, not really last minute, but 2 weeks notice, that we were going to go and hike back to an old favorite stomping grounds, campsite number 30. They are calling for rain, 50 to 60% chance every single day this week.
Feel like a duck.
Start feeling more like a fish.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, so we're gonna start gearing up here. We've got, what is it, 6.5 mile hike to 30. This is coming out of the Elkmont campground. You can go see the Spencer cabins and all that. But we've been there, done all that, so we're gonna bypass it. So right now we're gonna get changed and throw some nice packs on and go for a nice walk in the rain. Well, we've walked about half a mile right now, 10 minutes in. As you can see, there's nobody. Either direction. Yet the parking lot, 50 cars? Probably 50 cars in the parking lot. But nobody. This is the Little River Trail, and that's the Little River. Great flow right now. A little bit of standing on the water, so that's perfect. Love seeing that. Normally this time of year, we're fighting for water because it gets pretty low. But they've gotten quite a bit of rain, and there's quite a bit of rain coming. But right now, if the water can stay at this level, there'll be some good fishing up at the higher elevations. Here we go again. Jason, do you know what elevation is 30? Wasn't it like 3,800? Is it over 4? I can't remember. So, even if it's right at 4, we're only about 8,400 feet lower than where we base camp at in Colorado. So, although Colorado, kind of nice, but you climb a while, you level off, you might go down a little, you climb a while. Campsite 30 is a 6.5 mile constant grade uphill towards 30. There's really what? 2 flat spots?
Pretty much.
There's there's not very many flat spots. That's right.
Caught you on camera trying to do that.
Reached our first trailhead here. I don't know if you can read this or not. So trailhead 2.4. So that's been an hour. The Husky Gap Trail is another 0.4. So I believe, if I remember correctly, that's where we're going to split off and go towards 30. Then that trail is Cucumber Gap, and the Cucumber Gap Trail takes you over to Jake's Creek Trail, which is another 2.4 miles that direction, and that thing just literally goes up and over the knob, back down, and it comes out the backside of the parking lot at Elkmont Campground. It's not that bad of a trail, but a lot of roots. So if you don't know how to pick up your feet, don't walk it. So here's another creek crossing, but this one's got a nice long bridge that used to be part of the railroad system here. And they tore it out. And as nice as what these bridges are to walk across instead of trying to get across the creek, these things are like ice. Every step, you gotta be careful. The water's way up on this creek today. That whitewash you see right there, that is normally a gravel bar that's pretty much always exposed. So they've gotten a lot of water up here. But this is a big creek compared to what we're getting ready to fish. We're gonna fish skinny water. Now, let's see, we're 2 hours into this. We are 4.2 miles into this. This one is the Goshen Prong Trail to the Appalachian Trail, or the AT, at 7.7 miles that direction. We are going the Little River Trail, which is the main trail here. We're going towards campsite 24 first before it splits off to go to campsite 30. So 24 is 0.7 miles, and then supposedly Rough Creek Trail is 0.8. When we stopped off at the ranger station before we came in, he was telling us that there has been, did you say it was a washout? It was a washout on that trail right there. So it ought to make for some interesting creek crossing areas or something. We don't exactly know what we're getting into there. We've been through there many times, but Mother Nature likes to change things. Alright, so we're now to our first actual creek crossing, which thankfully it does not look too bad. Right there. So we gotta go across that, up to that trail. This spot right there in all that white water is where, man, 10, 12 years ago, Jason caught the first brown out of this water right here. It's a fantastic catch. Angry, water's a little angry today. But if we don't get much more rain, this will be down and about perfect to fish. Okay, we just stopped at campsite 24. Had to refill some water bottles, get some water in us, and now we're back on the trail. Campsite 30. If it'll make that out, right there to the left. We have 1.8 miles to go. So if we keep up with our pace, we're doing about 2 miles every hour. So, huh?
5 miles.
Yeah, and we're 5 miles in, because if you see, trailhead, 5 miles. If we wanted to go left, that's the Sugarland Mountain Trail. It's 2.8. Never been there. You been there? We've been up it, but I've never been to the Sugarland. Oh yeah, look at those mushrooms.
I don't know what they are.
Nope, I'm not even going to touch them. They're all over the place. Alright, you ready? Oh. Woo! It's not over yet. Now we gotta get across. Does it look like they're going up and around that big rock? Because right there picks it up, and then right up there it is. Deep? I mean, it's not deep, but it's deeper than I want to go. afraid it's going to slide off of it as soon as I put my feet on it. I think I'm going to go up and around that big one. Because this is really deep over here. And I'm afraid as soon as I put my foot right there. What are you thinking? Okay. Oh, that was sketchy. Bottom of your pack's gonna drag. This is why it's good to stop at your ranger stations and talk to them before you go in. Because at least we knew to go to the left. Otherwise, that would have been even more difficult. Okay, we finally made it to this side of it. What you're seeing right there, that used to be the trail. This little creek, yeah, straight over. This little creek broke through right here. Trail's gone. Whew. That was some fun. Alright. Well, hate that feeling when you're like, oh, camp's right up there. And then you forget you got one more crossing to do. Trail's right there on the other side. And this water's going fast enough and just high enough to make it a little tricky. But if we did that last one, we can figure this one out. Alright. We finally made it to our last creek crossing. And it's a doozy. It's been 4 years since we've been here. And I'll be willing to bet this creek has almost doubled in width. Probably can't see it, but right straight over there's camp. Up that 12-foot wall of rock. But we got to get across this. And it's moving. Alright. Here we go. Alright, well, we've now walked probably another 50, 60 yards upstream to try to get the smaller water to cross. And that is now our best option. Okay, well, we finally made it across that. Too bad I had to hold on for my life. I couldn't video record that section. That is by far the highest water we've ever had to cross to get into this camp. It's been challenging before, but it's never been that bad. And now we're left with the thought that if it is to rain really any more before this water goes down, we may be in trouble. Because if that water comes up, that is not going to be a good situation. But we've been through here when there was a hurricane sat on top of us. So I'm sure we'll be able to make this one. Get up in the morning and see if we can go catch some fish. But right now, it's time to set up some shelter in case it does start pouring.